Hi Cancer, I'm Brenda and I'm here today to bring you your Angel Tarot and Oracle reading for the month of August 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos with your friends and family members that I put out there on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, but if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I welcome you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to book either a private reading with me or a Reiki healing session with me. So let's get on with our beautiful month of August reading, Cancer. Cancer, the beginning of your first week of August, you've been given an Earth card, and you have been given the Five of Earth. And Earth cards often have to do with the material part of our worlds and our jobs, careers, and professions, and how we bring that currency and that abundance into our lives and our personal lives. But it can also have to do with our families, our closest circle, or the ecosystem, and things to do with nature if you're involved in that. This particular Five of Earth, though, talks about you being concerned about money, fears surrounding you about money and the lack therein or of. You need to accept some information and some advice from someone. So maybe you need to go to your banker, your financial institution, your accountant, or even a friend that can guide you that's had similar issues, or direct you to who you can go and talk to and pick their brain. Sometimes, often, when we're having financial problems, it has to do with tweaking our budget, and it can be very small changes that'll make a tremendous difference in at the end of the month what's left in your bank. So some of you, it shows me, are also worried about your business. You're self-employed and you're worried about how the profit's going and the profit and loss are going, and how business maybe have slowed down for some of you. Yes, it's summer where I live, winter in other areas and time zones, of course, but it also refers to you going and speaking to your accountant or your bank and picking their brain, like I said, and taking their wisdom and their advice how to rectify this situation in your financial area of your life. Seek out that help. You've been given, in the middle of the first week, Cancer, of the month of August, a water card, and this is the Seven of Water. And water cards have to do with relationships, and sometimes they're intimate and sometimes they're not. And it shows me you're dealing with three individuals that, they show me three individuals. There could be five. There's two silent individuals on the side they show me. Over a situation where you have to make a decision, and they refer to that decision as a complex decision. So you need to do your research. You need to find out everything you can about this situation before you go ahead and make that decision. It shows me that you've kind of been putting this, on the back burner and shelving it and not wanting to deal with it. It's been there for a while, and now it's time. You have to stop procrastinating. This card's come out to signify that Cancer, you need to move forward to make this decision. As hard as it may seem to you, you're the brightest star in the universe here, and the other three are there. They just told me the other three are there guiding you to help make this decision with you or for you, or I shouldn't say for you, Cancer. They're there to support you through this decision, but you're the brightest star, and so you'll come out on top and you'll be shining. At the end of the first week, I chose a different deck today. I chose the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and you got Easy Does It. So this tells me, that you shouldn't force issues. If you're dealing with a situation or people in your life this week, don't force the situation, okay? You have to realize that things work out for the best, and sometimes it's blessings in disguise when they don't happen when we force the issue or want it to happen. It needs to happen at the perfect timing, so there's no need to hurry or force things this week. If you're being faced with, I know I came up with that Seven of Water and that complex decision, and that's for some of you, not for all of you. But perhaps this Oracle card taps into more of you. And so if this week you're being faced to do things that you're not comfortable with, don't do them. Take your time. Think about it. Plot your move and do your research before you do that, because everything will occur in the perfect timing. Don't force any issues the first week of August. Starting the beginning of your second week of August, Cancer, you've been given another Earth card to start your week off, and you've been given the 10 of Earth. And this talks about spending time with your family. This talks about spending productive time with your family. I see some of you are going to be doing family reunions. I see weddings coming up. I see births of babies and graduations. And I see that you're going to be spending time with your immediate family, and it's going to be good times. I do see vacations for some of you, going away and being near the water and in the woods. You also, it shows me that right now, for some of you, you're stable. You've stabilized your financial situation, and you're comfortable with that. So you're able to do this. You have the resources to spend time with your family right now. What this signifies is, no matter how much money we have in the bank, no matter how wonderful our life is and how perfect it seems, and we think we've reached that pinnacle, and we're just sit back and take a breath and watch the world go by. No, what this says is you need to tap into the magic in the little things again. Go back to the hungry years. Think about those times that you were able to have great times with family and friends and do things that you didn't have to go to the bank for. You didn't have to spend money on. These are the things that the universe and divine source is sending you right now. Some of us may be in a good position, a wonderful position, and we still need to do the little things that bring us our joy. So that's what this signifies for you, Cancer. Don't forget the magic in the little things when you didn't have the resources you have now, and tap into that. Tap into that where it didn't cost a lot of money to enjoy yourself. You've been given release, and this is a major card for the middle of your second week, Cancer. And release is all about the end of a phase or a situation that's coming into your life right now, or occurred or happening right at this moment, or about to happen for some of you. And it's about letting go of things that you've done that didn't serve you, for one, or a phase in your life where you've realized you haven't been able to grow and expand the way that you had wanted to do. For some of you, I see that you're tapping into your spiritualism. I see that you're tapping into your own intuition. I see that you're doing more meditation. I see that you're having that me, myself, and I discussion. Where is it you want to go? What is it you've always wanted to do? Some of you will have the resources, time, and effort to do that. Others are planning now, okay? You're setting it up for the future to come that you want to do these things. But regardless of that, I see that it's time for you to move on. So it may be moving on from a personal relationship. It may be moving on from a job position or a particular profession that you have tired of, or it's become redundant, and it's time now to plan where you're going to be going, Cancer. So it's time to move on, and basically that's what it says, and that's what it means. Also, it shows me that it could be relationship transitions for some of you, ending a relationship. Some of you, it's a long-standing relationship that you haven't been growing in, and it's some of you that just told me it's been a toxic relationship you've been trapped in. So now you've come to realization that you're getting this message from the divine sources and universe that it's time now. It's the perfect time to move forward and to move on, to release all of that doesn't serve you. It's releasing negative thoughts. It's releasing, negative energy. It's releasing, the negative energy that people bring into our lives. And you've come to that realization now. So as much as sometimes it's sad to release and let go, it's meant to be. It's meant for the better. And so it's the end of a situation or an era in your life right now, a phase in your life. At the end of the second week of August, Cancer, you've been given compassion. What a beautiful card. And especially after you're letting go. You're letting go. And when we let go and we release, we have to also be courageous and brave and step up and forgive. Forgive ourselves and forgive those that we have been in, we've received this negative energy from. So this talks about releasing any harsh judgments about yourself and about others. It talks about focusing on love and light now. It talks about going and focusing on love and light that is within everyone. So when we see the good, and no matter how bad a situation is, and I tell people this all the time, If nothing we can take out of that negative situation is the lesson that it taught us. There you go. That's the positive thing that you can pull out of every negative situation or tragic situation in your life. There's always some good. If you know, I tell people this all the time, and we've all been there grieving the end of situations and lives and jobs and phases in our life. But this talks about being compassionate again. And when you let go and release, do it with forgiveness, do it with love, do it with compassion. Pick out the good times that were there in that situation and walk away and smile, knowing that, I had that then. Now it's a new phase in my life. I'm moving forward towards. The beginning of the third week, Cancer, of August, you've been given a fire card. And this is the 3 of Fire. Fire cards have to do with setting our creative juices in motion. It has to do with our self-improvement and our self-development. And this tells me that things are changing now. Things are looking good. This talks about abundance coming into some of you. So often when we release that negative energy, and we release those people from our lives, and we release that part of our life, and we move on and know that it's over, we open that door to allow new opportunities to flow into us. And this talks about it. Things look very good. You need to have patience at this time, though. This is the beginning of a new phase in your life. This is the beginning of a new walk on your path. But as this abundance starts to flow in, you're going to be able to make long-term plans for the rest of your days. So you're going to be able to do that. So be patient right now. This is a great positive card. This is a card about abundance coming in and good news on its way now. Cancer, in the middle of the third week, you've been given an Earth card again, and you've had 3. This will be your third and final Earth card, the material card here, the Ace of Earth. And this is talking about, again, the 2 of these cards, the Fire card and the Earth card. Amazing back-to-back card, saying that you're going to see the inflow of abundance coming in. I do see this inflow coming in the form of currency and money for some of you. Okay, I do see that. However, abundance can come in the form of time and effort as well. But this card speaks of inflow of money, and it also speaks of good business ventures. Some of you may be stepping out, taking that leap of faith to open a business of your own, or perhaps you've been asked to come in and be a partner or be an advocate and be part of a business that someone else is setting up. Regardless, some of you will be doing it on your own, and some of you will be asked to represent their business. And so I do see that you're going to be signing important documents and contracts that are going to involve business. So in the middle of the last week, close to the end of the month, I see some of you Cancers will be stepping up, taking that leap of faith and reading documents and, asking for professional and legal advice to go over these documents, and that you will, in return, see the inflow of increased income and money. At the end of the third week, Cancer, you've been given another oracle card to tie this in. And the card you got, my friend, is sensitivity. So this is all about you becoming increasingly more sensitive. And by doing that, with the compassion card the week before, seeing love and letting go of harsh judgments, you're going to avoid harsh relationships and environments by being more sensitive. So you're going to be tuning yourself and opening yourself up to look at the whole picture now intuitively. So when the red flags come up, you're going to know, and you're going to remove yourself from that and negative energy. So avoid any harsh relationships and environments and situations and chemicals at the end of the third week. So this is also a cautionary card telling you to step back, take a look at the whole picture, and you're pretty smart when it comes to character analysis and seeing any red flags coming up. So the end of the third week, it's about you being sensitive, okay? Because you are sensitive, and you can absorb that toxic energy if you jump in with both feet before you look at the whole picture. The final week of August, Cancer, you've been given another major card, and you've been given the Emperor. The Emperor is all about stepping up and taking leadership role now. It's all about you perhaps being the boss, the employer, you standing up on your platform. Perhaps some of you, it has to do with legal issues, and you're going to be standing up on your platform to defend yourself or someone else. This talks about you being logical, talks about you being structured, talks about you being disciplined. So that's all about doing your research and your studying and making sure that before you step up, you're going to have all the information and all the material you need to do this. So Cancer, please know you have this amazing leadership quality within you. Dig into it. Be brave. Take that leap of faith and focus on your strengths right now when it comes to doing this situation that's coming into your life at this time. This is Archangel Michael. This is an amazing card. You've got a lot of power and a lot of help and a lot of people, a lot of spirit and strong strength around you. I mean, he carries a sword. He's going to defend you through this. So know that you can confidently move forward with whatever situation, organization, or passion, or your job, or dealing with individuals this week at the end of the month, that you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to do that. You've got a lot of power and strength around you, protecting you and guiding you now. In the middle of the final week, Cancer, you've been given the relationship card. You've been given the 8 of Water. So this will resonate for some of you, for others it may not. This is a general reading, as I said. But the 8 of Water talks about the desire to move on. And often that refers to being in a relationship with someone or a situation that you're involved with that deal with other people that hasn't allowed you to continue to grow and expand. And you've been hanging in there and hanging in there. And you know what? Right now you're coming into awakening and seeing that you're searching for something more meaningful in your life. So Cancer, please know that this will be profound and a pivotal point in your life. At the end of August, you're going to be seeing things more spiritually and more emotionally. And that's what you want to see happen in your growth. That's the area you want to see that happen within you, within your being, your spiritual and emotional growth. And right now it shows me you're not getting that in this relationship, either with one individual, a partner perhaps, or a mate, or a good friend that you have thought you've had around you all these years, or people in general that have been in your circle, or an organization perhaps that you joined a long time ago, and you're saying, I've reached this point now, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting what I want for my spiritual and emotional growth. So please know the universe and divine sources that we are aware that you are searching for something more and wanting to move on. And I do see that you've almost felt like you've been suffocating and you want to surface to get fresh air. And that's what it shows. It shows me that there may have been a group of people, and 2 in particular, that you've been around, very strong energy that you now realize you are wanting to remove from yourself. You're wanting to walk away and release, because that card came up here too this month. Release them and let them go, because you need to do what brings you your emotional and your spiritual growth. Finally, the end of the month of August, my friend, you've been given the word home, the card home. Beautiful, beautiful goddess guidance oracle message. So it shows me some of you may have had some problems within your home life, within your personal life, within your home, with the people around you. Please know that your household situation will improve, and it's starting to improve now for some of you, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So this again, like I said, the 8 of Water, wanting to move on. So it shows me that things are going to improve. Perhaps there's energy, and there are people in your home that aren't working out, and it's time that they go. It's time that they move on. So your household situation is going to improve. That's what this home card refers to. Things are going to get better in your personal life, in your home life, because either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants that are dwelling there. So if they're not moving on, then perhaps they're getting therapy. Perhaps they're sitting down, excuse me, and having discussions with you where this can improve things in your home. This is where you need to be comfortable. This is where we close the door and we feel the safest, in our own personal private homes. And when disruption happens there, and when negative energy has been enabled into that equation, then it's no longer our safe haven. So this card says that things are going to improve, either through discussion, either through mediation, or the removal of this occupant. Leaving the home life so that you can breathe and feel fresh air again. Cancer, I wish you a great remainder to today and a wonderful, optimistic month of August to look forward to. Know that I continue to stand in the circle of light for you, and I send you, my friend, many, many blessings.